All right, we back at it, man. Back at it. Back at it. Just little mishap. What's going on? What's going on? What's popping? What's popping? What's popping? Wait for y'all to get back in here. Excuse me, but little technical difficulty. But anyways, man. Anyways, welcome to Sports Talk Network. It's another episode. I am the Master Ceremony, CRUSHDALEGEnd. We in the fourth quarter of the week. We in Thursday. Close to the weekend. We're back. We got something to talk about. So smash the like button as you come in. Smash the like button. We got something to talk about. Now we back. I had to go back and get it straight, Mike Bizat, but we are back. So like I said, welcome to Coffee and Donuts for Grown-Ups right here on Sports Talk Network with your host, the Master Ceremonies, CRUSHDALEGEND. Hopefully everybody getting a great start to the top of the AM. Man, and listen, man. This case is crazy. I've been following this case, and like I told y'all, I will be following the case to give you guys more insight on it if y'all not following the case. So I'm keeping my word. And every day I've been listening. And this whole situation is not good. And people are thinking that he's going to get off. DS in the building. People still talking about free Diddy. You had diehard fans that's out there that's saying free Diddy. And my question for these people is, how can you say free someone that you know or that you have heard whose name has been mixed up in so many twisted things? This what I do not understand about fans, okay? I don't understand fans. I'm telling you, it's dangerous to have fans. I'm gonna say this to y'all. It's a gift and a curse to have fans, because a lot of these people are really oblivious to what is going on. I could never, and I would never will say free a diabolical person. Then I'm a hypocrite. I'm not saying, free the devil. If you could put the devil in a damn cage, put his ass in the cage, or even worse. I'm not going to say be freeing the damn devil. That's not what I'm going to do. And this whole situation is sad. It's really a sad situation. Just listening, being able to listen to this case, it's a very sad situation. Shout out to everybody that's coming into the building. I'm not here to roast the case. I'm really here to talk about it because it's disturbing, man. And out of all the cases that happen in history, I'm going on record right now and telling everybody this is probably the worst, most disgusting cases. Jeffrey Dahmer. This is the worst case since Jeffrey Dahmer and Gary Hodnick, which it doesn't include eating people. This is how disgusting and sad and diabolical this situation is with Sean Diddy Combs, or whatever you want to call him. It's horrible. And to sit there and listen to the testimony from the young lady and people like eating her up and accusing the girl was only 19 years old when she met this man. She's fresh off the steps. She don't know nothing. She really just quantum leaped into a realm that she wasn't prepared for. And this Hollywood stuff, man, it's definitely a detour lane if you're not cruising correctly. If you're not driving, do this Hollywood thing cautiously, you're gonna crash and burn and get taken advantage of. And listening to this case, it is horrible. Listen, the woman said she started to have sores in her mouth. She started to develop sores in her mouth. Said double tap the screen. Said double tap the screen. Right? So she had friction sores in her mouth from oral sex. Friction sores. developing in her mouth for so much oral sex. As long as I've been living, I never heard of this in my life. I never heard of friction sores from oral sex. Okay? That's some real, think about that for a minute, y'all. Now we all adults here. We all might, we might engage in oral sex. We may not. But I'm pretty sure if you're engaged in oral sex or even heard people's experiences about engaging in oral sex, you didn't hear anything like this. Sores in her mouth, a mouth full of sores because of oral sex? That's disgusting. And it has to be painful on top of that. What is so good about that? And I'm gonna tell y'all, ain't nothing freaky about that. There's nothing kinky about that situation. This whole case, listening to her testimony, it sounds like it sounds like a porno, man. And I'm not being funny, it sounds like a damn porno horror movie. Because, she's taking us through the abuse that her body's been through. And now you have there's more witnesses coming out. Now I'm gonna be honest, now some of these witnesses or accusers, we know they're gonna be capping. I know some of them gonna be capping, they just trying to get in, and I hate that. I hate for people to try to come up off of something that did not happen to them, because there are people in the world who these things are actually happening to and happened to them, for somebody to pretend that something like that happened to them so they can get some financial gain or 10 minutes of fame is disgusting to me. That's more disgusting than the acts that been taking place in this situation. And people were saying, well, how could she stay in a relationship for so many years? Just like anybody else. We're from the hood. We know plenty of people. We have family members who stay in abusive relationships. So to make it seem like this is too far-fetched and like it's too hard to understand why this young lady was trapped in and she couldn't leave this damn man, and people is acting like they don't understand that, and half of them probably in a damn relationship where they beating on a woman. And a woman, we know women be with these men out of fear. We know that. That's not hard to tell. And this is the situation with young Cassie Ventura. I don't care how anybody looks at her. But that's what it is. It went from lust to in love to freaking fear. There's nothing good about that. And this dude is a very diabolical person. I'm saying he's probably the sickest person that I heard that did anything in Hollywood or anything. And like I said, this is the most disgusting man since Jeffrey Dahmer, who was eating Gary Hynek. And they was eating people. So if he's more disgusting than killers that was eating people, then what that means that he is. And then to hear that this man who would do that to a woman that they love? First of all, ain't no real man with any type of sense is going to be passing his woman around. Let's just start with that. Let's just get that understood or overstood or whatever the case may be. No man in his right mind is not going to be sharing a woman that he said, a female that he said that's his woman. None of you men present right here, y'all not going to share y'all damn woman. This is your woman. This is somebody you in a relationship with. You supposed to have feelings for. You supposed to love or be in love with and everything, but you sharing her? What? Ain't nobody getting no piece of my woman. Bad enough people had her before me. People might have her adore me without me noticing, the cheating part, and someone is going to have her afterwards. I'm not sharing my damn woman. That's disgusting. And she was a young lady, 19, fresh off the steps, and she went right into the fast lane. The Fast and Furious. She haven't been through much. But listen, now what I really want to talk about in that case this morning is the witnesses, more coming to testify. And I got one for y'all this morning. That's why I really wanted to come on, because I told you guys I'm going to keep y'all informed with what's happening. Now, dig this. Now, remember, and before I get there, I'm going to say this. Now, just alone, now, this case just started Monday, right? And since Cassie, we haven't heard from anybody else just yet. So we still on her testimony. And her testimony been going on for 4 days, just her. So she might be testifying today and tomorrow. She might be testifying for a whole nother week, because the young lady has so much that she can tell. She has so much she can tell. And now that witnesses is coming out, we already know that some names that came up. I don't know, maybe Kid Cudi might be coming to testify soon. Michael B. Jordan, you know, at the beginning some of these names was called, but they haven't been called in to testify. So they was talking about the Kid Cudi situation yesterday in court. And, you know, she told them and explained to the court and the government and everyone else what happened with the situation with herself and Kid Cudi. And, you know, she was messing around with Kid Cudi and the old diabolical diddler, you know, being upset, this, that, and the other, and he threatened him. And I know y'all heard the news when Kid Cudi car got caught on fire and blew up. Well, that's who was behind his car blowing up. If y'all heard about that rumor, Jay Gibb in the building, smash the like button. If y'all heard about that, the situation with Kid Cudi, where his car got blown up, his car caught on fire, it was behind the diabolical diddler, okay? He was upset that Cassie, you know what I mean, whatever, which is weird. How can you be jealous and overprotective about a woman that you hoe out? D3 in the building. Make that make sense. How can you be jealous and overprotective about a woman that's supposed to be your woman that you share to people? But soon as she goes talk to somebody, you're going to get an attitude. You don't want these people, you trying to kill her. You want to threaten the guys. Make that make sense, people? Somebody please help me make this make sense. And you still got knuckleheads who's defending this guy. There's no way. This is an oxymoron that I can never figure out. How are you gonna hoe your woman out because that's what he was doing? That's what he was doing in Cassie. He was hoeing her out. No man is gonna hoe out his woman. D3 ain't hoeing out his goddamn wife. Jay Gibb ain't hoeing out his damn woman. Ain't no man nor anybody watching that's a man with common sense is gonna hoe out their woman or their children. But guess what? We in a nasty world, we in nasty times, and this is what's happening. But then get mad when she decide to go talk to somebody since he didn't say you can go talk to somebody. That give him a right to get an attitude and then want to threaten the guys. No, you freak who I want you to freak. You don't go off and freak anybody on your own. That was Puffy's mindset. Uncle Kaz in the building, that was his mindset, this piece of something. I wish I was in that courtroom. I slapped the ish out of him. I'm dead serious, man. I ain't capping. I would love to put these paws on this dude. But you got sickos that's out here defending this guy. And his name been in the swamp ever since the bullshit started. Excuse my language. Who's hoeing out the woman that they love? That ain't no goddamn love. And then go get mad. I'm gonna be looking at the dude like this. Why are you riding up on me? You don't care about her. You got people, you got male escorts freaking out and freak offs, and you gonna try to get attitude with me because I'm trying to treat her like a lady? Man, if you don't get the F up, back up off of me, bruh. And I'm gonna tell you like this, y'all, I don't really mean any disrespect to Michael B. Jordan, the Kid Cuddies, or whoever. But any of these dudes that let this diabolical coward step to them in some type of way he ain't do. See, this man got away with too much stuff. This dude really think he's the baddest thing on the damn planet. He really think he's the baddest thing on the planet because he got high behind money. We know there's a lot of cowards with money. Most people in power, most of them been kicked on, beat on and everything, and they hide behind money and power and more important people. This piece of crap ass dude. Nobody better not come on my live to talk about free some damn Diddy. I'ma teleport to where you at and I'ma free my boot to your ass, cause it's disgusting. And this woman, he getting male escorts to pee in her mouth at the, what? Pee in her mouth. Here, drink this lemonade. Are you serious? And you got people that's respecting a man that do this to women. Now, I know what some of y'all gonna say. Y'all gonna say, well, how you gonna have respect for a woman who allow these things to happen? I get that. But let's not pretend she was under this man's control. This man had this girl mind twisted. He thrives off of power. That's his thing. So to take a young, pretty, talented young lady who's 19 years old and who's never been in the fast lane, you know what I mean? You's a damn freak. You doing all type of stuff to this woman that she never sexually goddamn experienced. It's a whole new world to her. So of course she's gonna get like that. Then you introduce her to the heavy drugs. Now you're getting her hooked on that. See, y'all got to know it's a turning wheel. Turned her on sexually, did all the freak stuff to her. She just had too much. That girl got turned out, okay? Then you provide the drugs, and then everything else starts. But then now he got control of her. That's his sex kitten. She was his in-house sex kitten. They got sex kittens in the industry, to whereas these sex kittens, sex slaves or whatever, they get paid. They get paid to, do the duty-do. To get it right, to turn the people out. It's about turning people out. Here's your introduction into the industry. Oh, you know how we going to get control of this person? Oh, put a freak on them. This is real talk, y'all. So there's a lot of artists, and mostly female artists, who hasn't put music out in years. I'm hipping y'all to something. This is the situation. They haven't put music out, haven't done nothing in years, but you still always see them around. And you be like, damn, this person is still around, but they ain't got nothing going on. No records, no movies, none of that, but they still around because they industry sex kittens who the industry decide, damn, they so damn good. They so damn good, we gonna get them, they ain't gotta make another record. They so good with they hoes that they let us play with. Well, you know what? We gonna give them an in-house job with giving people an introduction to the industry. And that's what happened. He turned her into an in-house one. And he didn't want nobody to touch her unless he wanted somebody to touch her. Who the hell he think he is? He ain't bringing her into this world. It's disgusting. So now there's more coming out. So I don't know if Kid Cudi is going to actually testify today, but I know he's coming up soon. So I will let you guys know once I tune into the trial today, because that's what I've been doing. When I get off here, I'm going into the trial and I can listen to it and everything. But here's the thing. Now, like I told y'all, her testimony alone, they don't really need anyone else to testify because she didn't give him enough, okay? But here's the thing. Yesterday in court, a big thing happened. Now remember, when I told you guys yesterday morning about the gentleman Jonathan Oddie, the man that where the actual, the reason why the investigation started, Jonathan Oddie, the guy that did the DIDDLER shooting at Trump back in 2018. Remember I was telling you guys about that? And remember, I told y'all need to go watch that interview. So everybody thought this man was crazy back in 2018. And he said a whole lot. I mean, he said things that was in play to take place, and they wound up happening. This is 2018. He started talking about all type of stuff and how he knew about some of these things about Hamas and what's going to go on and this, that, and the other, because he explained. When he started talking about Diddy in that video, he said, you know, Sean Combs, he's boule. And I'm pretty sure y'all heard of the boule, the regular boule, the black boule, you know what I mean? You know, the sellouts that get down with the people, okay? So he was telling me, he said, oh, he's part of the boule. So he said, you know how I know? He said, it's part of the boule. You know what the boule is? Oh, the boule is a branch of the Illuminati. This is what Jonathan Adi was saying in that video when he was being interrogated back in 2018. It's 7 years later. It's almost 10 years later. It's almost a decade later. And everybody thought that man was going crazy. And he said some deep stuff. And what he was saying that, you know, Diddy is connected in so many ways because you have to be connected and on a certain level to be able to do the things that you're doing. He was put in power to be able to do the things that he's doing. He didn't just go into the industry and just bogart it like that. He ain't that damn powerful. Remember, these people own it, so they allow the winners to win, okay? They allow the winners to win, because it's still always the ones that you don't see that's really the big bosses. So he was saying this back then. He said, yeah, I know. And he said, you know, I have sex with Cassie. He became a sex slave for him. So he started explaining. This is Jonathan Adi back in 2018. Guess what? His name came up in court yesterday. They asked Cassie, do you know who this person is? Because they constantly showing her photos of people. So no one expected his name to come up. So they were showing, they said, well, do you know who this is? She said, yes, I know who it is. Who's that? That's Jonathan Adi. How do you know? Oh, because we had him as a sex worker. And mind you, this guy's already sitting, he's already in behind bars waiting to go on trial from the shooting back in 2018. So he been sitting for 5 years to go on trial. So now, they pull a photo on him. They show a photo of him in court. They asked Cassie, do you know this face? Cassie said, yes, I know who that is. That's Jonathan Adi. Who's that? That was one of our sex slaves. And he said, yo, I was a sex slave for them. That's when he started talking about, oh, you know, Khaled's Hamas. You know, he's a Hamas, DJ Khaled. He said, you know Khaled, you know Rick Ross. He said they gay. That's what Adi said. That's what Adi said in the same interview. That man dropped so many damn gems. So his name came up. So now, you know what they're gonna do? The same exact tape that I'm telling you guys about, guess what? They're gonna bring that tape up in court. Listen, this case don't even have to go as long as they're going to drag it out. That's what I'm telling y'all. I'm going to be the first one to tell y'all, this case don't have to go as long as they making it. Because it's just too much obvious evidence right now. She didn't give up enough. And everybody was talking about this girl coming down on her and everything. What's up, ATM? ATM, what's going on, ATX? Now I'm saying, like, this is gruesome. And sitting in here talking about it is horrifying. It's really horrific. You know, and people say, well, she's guilty of some stuff. Yeah, she is. But she's the bad person in this? No, she's not. She's a guilty victim. She's been taken advantage of. What are we talking about? No, she ain't always innocent, but she ain't the bad one. She's not the one going around kicking people, stomping them in their heads and stuff like that. They not doing that. I'm saying, hold on, y'all. Hold on real quick. I mean, she's not doing that. She's not going around telling, got people following you around. This man used to have people tracking this woman down. What is wrong with this sicko? Yeah, know what I'm saying? What's wrong with this sicko? What's wrong with him? And you got people talking about free Diddy, man, get out of here, this demonic piece of crap. But that just comes to show you that a lot of people in this world, they do worship Satan. There's a lot of Satan worshipers in this world. And a lot of them be talking about God. They ain't really worshiping the creator, the positive energy, overall entity. They be praising these demonic people. Look at these practices. Everything is so dark, it's demonic stuff. Hollywood is horrible. Yeah, Hollywood, they made people rich, but they got wealthy off of people, and Hollywood destroyed a lot of people's souls, minds, and everything, families. And this man has been getting away for decades. But like I said, now they're going to pull this up in court because his name came up. So they not pulling up no names and showing photos for nothing, people. Smash the like button. The feds is not playing around, and people keep on talking about, I don't understand. Where's the coercion coming in that? I'm telling you, a lot of people didn't go to school. A lot of people that's following this thinking, well, I don't know what he did wrong. I don't see no damn evidence. What? What, you got a comprehension problem? That comes to show me that there's a lot of demonic people in this world that really be doing some dark stuff, because anybody that's defending this man, that tells me you down with that type of get down and you a horrible type of energy I don't want to be around. I got a damn daughter. I wouldn't want my daughter getting treated like that. And this man got daughters. This man has daughters. How dare him bring daughters into this world? And he the way that he is? He got daughters, and he's treating somebody else's daughters like that. And you think the karma is just gonna be this man getting thrown under the damn prison? No, guess what? His children is gonna be cursed. Oh, his karma just ain't, he's not gonna receive all that karma. Some of that karma that he deserves is gonna go right through his children. And I'm gonna be honest, his children knew what he was doing. Now it's time for me to sip my poison. Smash the like button. If I was his children, I wouldn't even want to go to court. I know I want to support dad, but especially being a female, I wouldn't even want to go to court. Because you know what your father's in court for. You know. And these girls, they not little teeny bobbers. They not 3 or 4 little, the girls are about to graduate from high school. They all teenagers now. Besides the little one. I wouldn't even want to do that. And him, as a man, just come to show how sick he is and how sick his goddamn mother is, because he shouldn't want none of his children to come for support. Oh, I get it. I already know what y'all going to say. Well, you know, man, because he ain't seen him in a long time. He ain't going to see him again. But guess whose fault is that? No sympathy over here. I don't give a damn. Well, you got to understand, he ain't getting out. So, the only way you're going to be able to see his family is through court. I don't give a damn. That's his fault that is being set up like that. Got no sympathy for this dude. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no sympathy for him. Come on. At work, you can't be calling me right now. Damn. Oh. Smash the like button. What's up, Josh? This is crazy. So all day yesterday, they was talking about some of the things that this woman was going through. And yesterday's case was about the things that she did. And a lot of those times she didn't want to do it. But why did she do it? Because she was in love with the man. The man turned her head out. He had a brain in the palm of his hand. It's easy. I'm pretty sure we all been whipped. Somebody had our nose wide open. Maybe you ain't experienced that yet. If your nose never been wide open, then you ain't experienced like that. It happens. It happens. But then to take advantage of a mind that you know that you have a person's whole entire heart in a brain in your hand, that's dangerous. Because what you gonna do with it when they give it to you? What you gonna do with it? You gonna do what he's doing? Would you treat somebody's daughter like that? And this man been doing this for ages. But see, here's the sad thing. Everybody praising money. What's the overall rule? What's the overall saying? Money is the rule of all evil. And people do a lot of negative things for money. Right? I'm gonna say that again. People do anything for money. Money is the rule of all evil. Why do they say money is the rule of all evil? Because money makes you do some demonic things, some bad things, some horrible things. Well, it was all created on blood spill anyway. But they don't talk about that in history. They just talk about it being printed up. But it was printed off of blood, man. How you doing? But you gotta read your history books to know these things. But if you don't do any research, how you gonna know? Which road you think you're going to need to take if you're not paying attention to what's going on? Sad. It's very sad. Very sad situation. So that's not a I don't know what you call a person like that, but there can't be a sane, a well-balanced person in all the creation of mankind that have a mindset like this. It's horrible. And it's so much more than, remember, they was talking about they kept on bringing up the tape of what he did to her in the hotel room, in that hallway at the hotel, right? People were saying disgusting things, talking about she probably deserved it. She had a bag full of money. Why would she try to go take a bag full of money from this man? Y'all sound stupid. She did this and she did that. Then his attorney said that, he was trying to get his cell phone. Ain't nobody gonna beat nobody half to death like that for no freaking cell phone. Ain't nobody gonna beat nobody to death like that for no freaking cell phone. And guess what? Exactly. Then he kept on hitting her after he got the cell phone. So it wasn't about the cell phone. What are we talking about? Who's gonna go off the deep end and crash out and start beating somebody up about a damn cell phone like that? It really has to be something in the cell phone. It ain't just a cell phone and I got guys and I got girls and family member numbers in the phone. It gotta be something real serious about it. It ain't lies. So his defense is already getting caught up in lies. This is horrible, man. This is horrible, but I'm telling y'all, like I just said moments ago, this don't have to go on for months. It don't have to. But you know what? They're gonna do it purposely for a couple of things, for 3 reasons. A distraction for what else is going on in the world, even though this is something that's going on. That's for one. For number 2, more money. The longer they try, the more money that he's gonna have to kick out. Oh, they're gonna break him. They're going to break him. Pay attention. And third, let me see, 1, to break his pockets. I'd say those 2. That's why it's going to go on. And third, they really going to destroy him. Because like I said, you start with the most key witness. Start with the most key witness. And it's damn near 200 names. Now, out of these 200 names, we know 200 people is not going to testify. But it's a good amount of number that's going to testify. That's why we still waiting. So everyone else outside of Cassie and that Jonathan Oddie joint, the Oddie interrogation tape, you don't really need to, that's enough. That's enough for the RICO and the charges and stuff like that. But because this man has been doing so much evil, disrespectful today to people for decades, since the 90s, for 30 years, for 3 decades, he's been doing all type of stuff. They're gonna make sure they gonna drive into this dude. They really gonna drive this dude under. And guess what? He deserves it. They need to put him so far under that there's no further to go down. You can't go no lower. Because you can't go no lower than a brain like that. That dude is a messed up mindset. That man, he's the most demonic mind I heard of. And the things that he was doing, not just to her, but to the other, to the sex slaves and things like that. And people talk about, well, where did... Yeah. Then you got other testimonies. This man has been physically abusive to other women. Some of that is going to come up. Then, you know, Cuddy, rapping to his car, Michael B. Jordan is going to be coming up. Then one of his former record label executives is testifying against him. So it's a whole lot going on. So what they really going to do, and what I'm saying is, after this is done, there's no more music industry after that, okay? The music industry is going, it's done now if you really think about it, but after this one, man, it's gonna be a mother hubba. And it's horrible. It's horrible. So she also talked about, basically was they stayed on that, on the tape from the hotel. They kept going back to that beating. They keep going back to that tape. Then remember, when this first came out, remember he said, I didn't do such a thing. I didn't do such a thing. I never did that to her. Oops. Oh, you lying? That's why they brought the tape out. See, listen. I'm going to tell you something about the industry. C-Man in the building, what's going on, brother? Let me tell you something about that industry. What is it? A film industry. Listen to me now. It's a film industry. It was created for what? Movies and TV, right? Movies and TV. Follow me now, people. So, all the people that's in charge of big ups, it's about what? Having something on tape. You get it? So if you're in the industry to whereas you're acting, then your whole life is going to be taped. Not just your movies, not just your goddamn tour shows and none of that. Oh yeah, we got you. See what they say? TV and movies is what? An imitation of life. And life is an imitation of art. Y'all get it? But I'm telling y'all, it's over. They really gonna stick it to this dude. I'm telling you, they gonna pour they gonna use everything. They not gonna cut no slack. You can tell they not gonna cut no slack, and they shouldn't. They should not cut no slack, and they should make a freaking example out of this dude. Cause R. Kelly locked up for nothing. Them charges they got R. Kelly locked up for, that's some bull crap. Okay? He need to be in there with Harvey Weinstein ass. Yeah, you know, Oprah and Gail, homie. You know, the guy that they was protecting, you know, but they wanted to jump on R. Kelly, but they was protecting Harvey Weinstein. Don't y'all know Harvey Weinstein just went back to jail again and they stuck him with more time? They gave him more time, and he already wasn't getting out. I ain't think they would do that to their own people, huh? But shit get out of hand. You know what I mean? They kill their own people too. Yes, they do. Yeah, so this is very, very nasty. So they going to see Diddy, the diabolical diddler, is getting his just due. Sorry, just due, I have to use your name in that way, bro, but he's getting it because the man got away with so much. Got away with so much, and he gotta get it. He gotta get it. Look what he's been getting away with. So now the case is at a point to where it's now everything is still focused on everything that he did. Now, you know, it sounded like a porno because it was a freak off, this, that, and other, but there was some things that shouldn't have happened in the freak offs. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you people is not understanding. They not saying that there's something wrong with a freak off. But when things start to go beyond the freak off, it's different. You know, and like you said, this man had sex slave. And also, oh, I forgot to tell y'all. Now, on the Jonathan Oddie, listen, I'm gonna go back to the Jonathan Oddie tape. I can't wait till they pull it out. They might pull it up today, but they did speak of his name. So that's gonna be coming, might come today. But listen, with the Jonathan Oddie thing, that's what he also talked about then too, people. He was talking about how Diddy was, that's another form of racketeering, drugs, y'all. This is what he said back in 2018 in the same video. The same video in 2018. He said this. He also said this. He said, you know, Diddy, he sell drugs, he deal drugs. And he said, you know, they was bringing in this liquid form. They was bringing in a liquid form of cocaine. This is what Jonathan Oddie said in his interrogation back in 2018 when everybody thought he was a nut. But everything this man came out of his mouth, this man was speaking the truth about every single thing. You know what I mean? And Jonathan Oddie is I think he's South African or something like that. But listen, so he said, you know, they bringing in liquid cocaine, basically saying, you know, Diddy just ain't a party guy, you know, he dealing with the drugs too. Liquid form of cocaine. Guess what they was putting the liquid form of cocaine in, people? Guess what they was putting the liquid forms of cocaine in, people? Sports Talk Network, bringing you days from the Diddy trial. Guess what they was putting the liquid form of cocaine in? Oh, y'all want me to tell y'all? The baby oil bottles. Yeah, the baby oil bottles. This what this man Jonathan Oddie said. He said it was hotter than baby oil bottles. Why y'all think this man had over 1,000 bottles of goddamn baby oil? I ain't making this up. This what Jonathan Oddie said when he was being interrogated back in 2018. Now you understand there's so many bottles of baby oil. And the person said, and also, in one of the testimonies, another victim, now this is another victim that came out and said that, you know, she ran across him back in 2001, her and her girlfriend and everything, but I'm not going to tell you that whole joint, but I'm going to just give y'all the main key of the joint. So she said that one time, this Jane Doe, I'm not going to tell y'all whole thing because I think it's a little cat, but I'm giving y'all, I'm just staying on track about the drugs. Coercing someone, giving someone something without their knowledge. Jonathan Oddie said back in 2018 that they was bringing in this liquid form of cocaine, putting in baby oil bottles. Boom! Mark Curry, former bad boy artist. Everybody know about the Mark Curry goddamn interviews out there. Mark Curry was talking about how they was, you know, lacing drinks, lacing bottles back then. He even said it. So there's no need to keep on trying to take up for this damn dude. You got people that's every keeping it real. Oh, those people is lying? Those people is lying? See, Mark Curry, he's not on the list of celebrities, but Mark Curry has putting things out there in interviews, so the feds can find all that. So even Mark, like I told y'all yesterday, Mark Curry said that they had separate bottles that didn't have names on it because, you know, they didn't want people to think that was the CRUSHDALEGEND or the Moet when it was something that make you more wet or more upset. So basically, they were saying that what the female said, the Jane Doe said that, you know, they went out with Diddy, you know, one time, and they were supposed to be drinking some Ciroc or whatever the case, Ciroc. It's supposed to have been some Ciroc or whatever, and then minutes later, one girl asked the other girlfriend, feeling kind of funny. Liquor ain't supposed to make you feel numb, people. If liquor start taking control of you, you have to be, you can't walk, and then you really be like an alcoholic. Y'all know how it is. You know what I mean? You know, alcoholics got impeccable balance. You know what I'm saying? They got impeccable balance. But yeah, so they were saying that they sipped the drink, and it made them feel kind of funny. It made their body feel weak. They didn't have much strength in their legs or their arms. So meaning that you give them something to somewhat sedate them. So it kind of makes them weak. So now, how you doing? So now that the person is drugged up, their body is weak, they don't have much strength in their legs and their arms. That's what you need to fight somebody off besides you biting on them. So now when someone gets to taking advantage of you, it's going to be hard for you to fight them off or whatever the case may be. It's a very demonic world out here. You can't trust people, man. This man said this back in 2018. People has been saying those drinks be spiked. Because if you drink, you know how something makes you feel. You're a wine sipper, and you know different type of wines, and all of a sudden one day, the wine that you sip on wine and give you a whole different feeling that it never gave you. Something wrong with it, and so forth. So this man was about taking advantage and doing whatever he wanted to do to people. That's a sick person. Why don't you just ask, hey, what are you down with? Because you have people out there that's down with the get down. They with whatever. You ain't got to do none of that to them. You don't even have to give them a favor to get them in the groove. Some people are just like that. So to want more of what a person is already down to give you, you's a sick-minded person, and you really need some damn help. All right? You really need some damn help. So, yeah. That's the situation. But we're gonna find out what's actually going on today. So like I said, you know, outside of boxing, I will be following some other things. Sports Talk Network, we talk about everything because life is a sport. And survival of the fittest. So I will be bringing you more as long as this case going on, along with boxing and other entertainment. I will be bringing you more. We will be bringing you more from Sports Talk Network. But man, this is a crazy situation, y'all. Crazy situation. So I'm about to end this because trial will be starting soon. So I gotta get, you know, with my folks where I actually being able to listen to the trial. So I'm able to listen to it. So I get to hear her words. I don't have to hear someone repeat her words. So I got a little hookup to where I can hear it. So that's why I'm able to give you guys what I've been giving y'all about the trial. So before I go, yes. So yesterday they spent with talking about the tape more and what happened, the reason behind it. And a few more names came up, a few more witnesses' name came up, and one of the biggest one of all yesterday was what I just told y'all, Jonathan Oddie. Y'all can find that interview on YouTube. Y'all hear me? Y'all can find Jonathan Oddie interview from 2018 from that Trump shooting. You know, they was calling this guy they was calling him they was calling him the sliding shooter, because when you see the video, he kept on sliding because the floors were so waxed and stuff. But this dude, yeah, so they brought him up. So man, it's gonna be a lot of more surprising things. So y'all stay tuned. So hopefully we get to hear from some other celebrities, because everybody wants to hear everybody else stuff too. But like I said, you know, you only need you only need her testimony alone, and she has evidence. So her alone is enough. But what people don't understand, this is the creator doing this. Yeah, I'm gonna get a little spiritual on y'all. Not religious, I'm not religious, okay? Religion is man-made. I'm not with that. Not with this man-made stuff. Leave some of this man-made stuff alone. Religion was man-made, okay? All these religions was man-made. Get out of here with that nonsense. Then figure it out. All right, but man, it's woo-wee. It's going to be a mother hubba, y'all. It's definitely going to be something. So, like I said, this whole situation is nasty, and this man, somebody got fed up, okay? And everybody's talking about, oh man, that's because he did. No, man, no. But like someone said before I go, they said, how's it a one-man Rico? It's not a one-man Rico. It's not a one-man Rico. But guess what? That one man is going down, though. That one man is going down. I'm gonna say this before I go, y'all. Listen, Crush gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna either figure it out, or I'm gonna figure it out, and somebody's gonna help me along the way. Listen. Everybody's saying, how can it be a one-man Rico? It's not a one-man Rico. But guess what? He can't open his damn mouth. What y'all fail to realize, he didn't do this by himself. I mean, the things that he did, you know, the personal things and all that. Listen to what I'm saying before I go, guys. Y'all think he was just going around, just doing whatever he want, whenever he want? Y'all really think that? Y'all know he's not the most powerful dude in the industry. Y'all do know that. I hope y'all know that. I hope y'all know he was never the most powerful dude. None of these dudes are the most powerful guys in the industry. Before I go, no, they're not. You know who's the most powerful, more powerful than these top celebrities? The people that put them there. Because they ain't get there by themselves, okay? They ain't get there by themselves. Once again, they did not get there by themselves, okay? So, there's someone that's more powerful than them, okay? Just like it's people that's more powerful than the government, okay? There's a group of people telling the government what to do. You get me? Y'all get what I'm saying? This is just facts. So, one-man Rico somewhat, and somewhat not a one-man Rico. But guess what? It's people names he can't mention. So everything that he does, the only people he could take down with him is celebrities. That's it. If he take anybody down, if he give anybody up. Before I go, because people, who are you going to give up? He's not going to give up who he's supposed to give up. I'm going to say that one more time. He's not going to give up who he's supposed to give up. Think about that, y'all. And when I come back, or anytime y'all see me anywhere, hey, Crush, what did you mean by that? I've been thinking about that, Crush. That's been sticking in my head. What you mean he can't give up who he really needs? Because there's some people named he can't give up. I want y'all to know. I want y'all to know. Yeah. So he's definitely in a stuck place. That's why it's a one-man Rico. It's a one-man Rico, but it's not. I just told him that there's people he can't give up. He ain't gonna give up the people he need to give up. Of course he gonna give up the celebrities, but them celebrities, they ain't got more power than him. This always, you know, what was the dude named Control Pinocchio? What was his name? He had a funny name, kind of... Presepi, whatever the Pinocchio shit.
Shoe repair man.
Yeah, the shoe repair man. I'm gonna tell y'all something about Pinocchio. Guess who was lying? It wasn't Pinocchio. Pinocchio knows grew when he told the truth. See, they told it backwards. Because the only time Pinocchio can say something is when he was being controlled. So yeah, Diddy got an overseer. That's what I'm telling y'all. Diddy got an overseer. So he ain't the most powerful dude in the industry, okay? He's not. It's people over him. He's not more powerful than Clyde Davis. No, he's on the same level as Clyde Davis. So yeah. So that's why it's going to be a one-man Rico. Because he cannot give up the names who he should be giving up. These celebrities, they ain't shit. They just celebrities. But the ones that's put him in position, they the ones. It's like a small group of them. They the ones. Y'all see he ran all these years doing whatever, and soon when they want to stop something, what they do, they stop it. And then y'all have a problem with it and thinking somebody have control. No, they don't have control. They just front runners. These celebrities is just front runners. They don't really have that power. They have it, but they don't have it. Okay? They have it, but they don't have it. These celebrities are not the most powerful people. It's still some people behind them that put them in them positions. So yeah, he's in a situation where he got to tread lightly. And trust me, whatever they give him, he's going to take it. Because he don't have no mother effing choice. He don't have no mother effing choice, because if he actually give up and start talking about the people that really put him in place, you know what can happen to that man? So all the fear and stuff that he pumped at people, don't you know somebody that make him feel that way? Y'all don't think it's somebody that he don't fear? What do you mean? You don't get to do none of that unless they let you. So yeah, he's stuck between a rock and a hard place, people. Yeah, let's talk about it. So if he come out, the only thing he gonna give up is these celebrities. But he ain't gonna give up them damn people. He ain't gonna give up his actual business partners. Okay? See, the ones that you don't see on tape or you don't hear about their names as much, they the ones. So yeah, there's a group that let him have all his fun. So he's gonna pay for everything that he did, right? But the overall thing, he better not open up his damn mouth. He better not open up his mouth, cause he'll be done. There's some people he fear. Like how he going around, messing around with people and stuff like that. Oh yeah, he's in that position too. That's why he can't say but so much. He can only give you celebrities. Big Dre in the building, he can only give you celebrities. It's bigger than these damn celebrities. This shit is got political connections to it and everything. Go back and listen to Jonathan Otti's goddamn interrogation. He told y'all back in 7 years ago. You know good and damn well that, come on, man. These people allowed him to do that. He still worked for some damn body. It's bad. It's bad. He should have took a plea deal, but the plea deal wouldn't have mattered. He's still gonna be sitting in jail. And like I said before, I'll go and get out y'all way. If R. Kelly is sitting and doing 30 years, shit, y'all think he don't need to do no damn time? And remember with the R. Kelly thing, right? Remember with the R. Kelly thing? R. Kelly was pissed off because what happened to R. Kelly? His homies. Who was R. Kelly right-hand man? Jay-Z and who else? Jay-Z and Diddy. And soon when the shit started with R. Kelly, they backed up off. They backed up off him Then all y'all talking about, well, why ain't nobody, why the people ain't stand for Diddy? Because they can't. And then this is karma. Because when it came to R. Kelly, they abandoned R. Kelly, and Jay-Z good for that shit. Every time somebody get in trouble, Jay-Z get the fuck right out the way. Jay-Z ain't innocent. For all you Jehovah lovers, ain't none of them dudes innocent. They all play a goddamn part. Okay, yeah, Beyonce too, they all up in the goddamn mix. What are y'all talking about? They all up in the mix. Stop worshiping these people. They not God, they not your damn God. They damn sure ain't my God. My God's passed on, my mother and my father, that's who I descend from. That's why I descend from. AB in the building, salute TWT the family. JBT the cousins. Know what I mean? Sports Talk Network. Seriously. So yeah, that dude, he cannot give up. He can't tell on those folks that gave him the power, that's letting him do what he doing. He can't tell on Clyde Davis. He can't tell on Tommy Mottola, and there's a few others. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. He wouldn't dare tell on none of them. Let him. All that he throwing weight around like he Broad Street bully, and he's the meanest motherfucker since John Gotti and all these the mafia heads and all. He acting like that when he's still a straight pussy. Still a straight pussy. See, he do all that because you know this somebody that he gotta go to and be. See, you always know the ones that's doing too much that got something going on. That's why he throws his way around to the celebrities and all that. To the celebrities. He ain't barking up and doing that to the power executives, the ones that got the power. You know, he might did something to motherfuckers that work for his label, but the powerful people in the industry, he ain't doing that towards, and he ain't. Because he know he can't mess with them. And he know he better not mention anything about them out of his goddamn mouth. That's facts. So look, man, it's time for me to get up on out of here. I appreciate y'all coming through for another coffee and donuts for grown-ups. Right here, Sports Talk Network, brought to you by the Master of Ceremony. I am the illest on this joint. Greatest man, whatever y'all want to call him. Grumpy OG, I don't care. Just don't call me out of my name. You can call me any name, but don't call me out of my damn character. You call me anything out of my character, they ain't big, but they hurt. Michael Carbajal, Little Hands of Stone. You know, I got that Michael Carbajal, Little Hands of Stone. I'll break your face in half. But I digress. I'm very, very, very righteous brother. But with that being said, I'm not gonna leave y'all captive any longer. Y'all got me feeling like I got y'all trapped in the basement. But look, with that being said, I'm about to sign off. Make sure y'all go over and check out my brother Clarence McLean, the No Duck Zone podcast. Go check out C-Man Ruffin, doing great things. Also, you can check out Jay Hardcore and get your another breakfast serving at 8 o'clock. Make sure at 2 p.m. y'all show up to Boxing Class 101 with Uncle Cass Sports. I will be popping up here and there on Cass Sports to talk some boxing with him and everything. Yeah, I will be doing that from time to time. So y'all just be around. We ain't gonna let you know it's just going to happen. All right? And then after that, make sure you check out Brother Just Do at 4 o'clock. Check out Brother Just Do at 4 o'clock. And then come and see us, Sports Talk Network, Rolling with the Punches podcast. We had something great for you. They had a great guest last night. I was tuning in. I was resting because doing this research and following things. Have a good one. It's been something else. So it's keeping me busy. I got some things going on, and I'm building up some good boxing stuff too. So I'm gonna be hitting y'all with all type of stuff. Know what I mean? And I'm gonna try to do something without talking about the same 10 fighters. Okay. So we need to switch it up a little bit. So with that being said, I really appreciate everyone that tuned in. Y'all have a great Thursday, and I will talk to you soon. Stay positive, stay on high frequency and high vibration, and you will be a day sensation. I'm out.